Have you guys been haunted in the names of exam, additional training, interviews in USA and have lost all hopes? Then guys, this video is for you. This video, I will be helping you guys through in and out and fulfill all your dreams to be dentist in USA as a foreign trained dentist. So in this video, I will be discussing about a new pathway, how you can get a dental license without any additional training in USA and you can be the dentist in USA and work there. So it is a hidden pathway that not everybody is aware of. Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Dr. Nida Sheikh from Dental Magic. If you are new here, then welcome. If you have already been a Dental Magic family, then welcome back. So let's begin with the video without any further delay. So are you guys ready? So let's start. Before jumping into the video, if you guys are interested in such videos, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and be the Dental Magic family. This hidden gem where a foreign trained dentist can work without doing the residency program, without ADA approved DDS, without DMS. This news must have given you adrenaline rush in your body, I know, and must have got so much excited. So you must be keen to know about the state. So the state is Minnesota. Are 7 in total steps that you have to follow. It is lengthy and time taking, but trust me, at the end it will be all worthy. Trust me, guys. Step 1 is evaluation. If we talk in general, the people who are the aspiring dentist and preparing for INBD, the first step they must have done is their document evaluation. That is done by ECE or WES. So here is a catch in Minnesota. You have to send your document to a company that is known as FCSA, that is Foreign Credential Service of America. I will provide the address in the description box below, so you don't have to worry. You can directly get the address in the description box, okay? Basically, Minnesota will be doing a sole judgment on case to case whether your educational credential are equivalent to United States or not, whether they meet the standard of United States or not. Now the FCSA is a third party again, so all the information are advised you to board and are not intended to persuade the authority of the board. Okay. So once all your evaluation is done and your evaluation is being considered and you are approved to go on to the second thing, then the step 2 is the list of documents. The one thing you have to keep in mind, these documents include a non-refundable fee that will be around $200. Now again, the fees can be given or submitted through a money order to the Minnesota Dental Council. The first document is send your first and second part INBD scorecard. You can send the scorecard directly or via ADA. The list of documents that you need to send to the Minnesota Board of Dentistry are as follows. The first is proof of passing the TOEFL, that is the pass certificate of the TOEFL, complete educational evaluation, your CV, certification of completion of infection control certification, notarized or a certified copy of dental diploma or e-transcript to be mailed or original transcript in a sealed envelope. The other is proof of actively practicing clinical dentistry for sufficient period of time. The other is complete international educated dentist questionnaire, and again I will provide the link in the description box below. Now, so on the in the 5th point, I have mentioned about the certification program. For that, I will provide the link in the description box below, so you can go and check it out. There will be 2 links, okay? So you also need some certification that are needed for the Minnesota Board of Dentistry that are must required. So you need to do those courses and then you have to submit the certification of those courses, okay? Coming to the second last point, that is your experience certificate that you are practicing in a clinic. For that, you need to mention these 4 criteria which are very essential to include in your clinical experience. So these criteria are, the first is duration, the second is state of practice, and the third is verifiability, and the fourth is scope of practice. In the scope of practice, you will be mentioning what are the duties that you were doing, like you were doing scaling, you were doing RCTs. You have to mention it, okay, each and every duties that you were doing. Coming on to the step 3, that is the interview with the committee. So once you are done with the evaluation, your documents submit, and your documents are evaluated, and you are approved for the further step, then you are called or mailed for the interview. Okay, you, for the interview, you have to be present there. The interview is held in person, and the interview is only held once, so you have to be very careful and very cautious and well prepared for the and again, the committee determines whether your degree is equivalent to the US degree or not. That is, you must have the INBD pass certificate. Coming on to the next step, that is step 4. Now, the step 4 is the Minnesota bench test. Once you are done with your interview and you are successful and passed in the interview, then you are granted permission to sit in the bench test. This bench test is conducted by the University of Minnesota, so you have to be in Minnesota to give this test. So the cost is completely your responsibility. You have to pay the amount for the exam and all the traveling and the visa and everything. The committee is not at all responsible for this. And the test will be scheduled when the minimum and the good number of candidates are available. They will schedule the test and you will be informed about it. So it won't be like a case-to-case thing. You have to wait for the bench test to be completed. Coming on to the step 5, that is the result of the bench test. So for that, you will be receiving a receipt of your passing score from the board. They will grant you permission to sit for one of the board approved clinical examination. I will be providing the screenshot of all the board examination which are actually approved by the Minnesota Dental Board. You can choose any of these dental board examination after passing the clinical examination. So after passing the bench test and having the passing score of the bench test, you have to now send a notarized photocopy of all these to the Minnesota Board of Dentistry. Now you need to draft a permission letter to one of these regional testing board in order to register for the clinical examination. And again, for this, you need to send your interview passing score and your bench test passing score to the Minnesota Board of Examination, and then they will issue you another application, and then you can register yourself for the clinical examination. The next step is very, very important, so be very careful and hear me out. So coming on to the step 6, the complete Minnesota Jurisprudence exam. So I will be providing the link of this exam in the description box below, so you can go and check it out. Now coming back, again you need to contact the Minnesota Board of Dentistry to again give you and grant you the permission to write the exam. After all this long process, exam and interview and bench test and this jurisprudence exam, you will finally get an LGL license. The last and the 7th step is the LGL license application. To fill this application form and submit a written agreement with the Minnesota Board of Dentistry. So the staff will send you the several documents which will be approved and will tell you the scope of practice, your scope of practice, and how to write a written agreement with them. So the next thing is what are the that will be included in the agreement is what are the responsibility. What is the responsibility of Minnesota supervising dentist, and how to petition for an unrestricted license at the end of your 3rd term. Again, you will get LGL license. So after passing all these examination, bench test, interview and everything, you will be practicing under a supervised, or you will be provided a mentor under whom you will be working for 3 consecutive years. After 3 years of completing the task and the duties under a supervised dentist, you are free. Okay, you have to give a short examination that is not too tough. After that, clearing that exam, you are free to work in itself in Minnesota, not throughout the US states. You can work in Minnesota as an individual dentist, and but you clear this 3 years and all these bench tests and everything. So after this examination, short examination, you will be able to work as an unrestricted dentist in the state of Minnesota. Comment down below if you have any queries and I will try to answer them all. And if you guys are interested in more videos like this, and you want to settle in US and you want to know the other ways, then you are free to watch my videos, and I will provide the link in the description box below. Voila! Now you're done with everything. Now you can practice as a dentist in USA. Again, it's a long process. I know, but have patience. If you want your dream to come true, then you have to work on it. Definitely it will take time. Nothing comes you the short way. I want to quote a small thing here. There's a hope without fear, and there's no fear without hope. So this brings us to the end of the video. I hope this video has helped you in any way. And one thing I also want to mention that after 3 years you cannot work anywhere in the States, but only in Minnesota. I hope this video has helped you in any way. If it did, then don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends and family. And if you're interested in such videos and in my content, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and be the Dental Magic family. Stay tuned till the next video. Till then, stay safe, be happy. Allah Hafiz.